Karibu sana to this conversation.
Asante.
Yesterday, the president hosted private security officers, and he was very keen to try and change the narrative about how these people are treated, how they are referred to, and all these things. But what is coming out on the conversation online, they say, okay, fine, and well and good. You hosted them there, but this is the first time we're seeing people invited to State House and then they're made to sit on the ground. And as a communications expert, what does that communicate from State House? On one hand, the name the president says, or even the reference to these people as watchmen and guards should change. On the other hand, this is the same group, the first group at State House, who are not given enough seats.
Thank you very much, and my apologies for coming just a bit late. I think there is always how you want to look at a glass, either half full or half empty. And if you want to insist on looking at it half empty, then there is nothing we can do to actually change your perception. But for those who would want to look at it from a half full perspective, then they would appreciate the fact that for the very first time, the head of state is actually having a conversation with people of that cadre, that this has actually not happened before. And they would also appreciate that the president himself said for the first time they are hosting 27,000 people at State House. So this was unlike before. So they had not even hosted these numbers before. And for me, I feel it is a step in the right direction in terms of involving every person from every aspect of the economy. The issue of seats and lack of, I think, is a conversation that is being advanced more by people who would want to look at the glass half empty. And one of the people who is not complaining and discussing as though they are dissatisfied is the group that was being hosted. Everyone else who is annoyed about sitting on the grass is everyone else who was not in State House. Mm-hmm. But the people who are hosted at State House are feeling the privilege that has been accorded more or less people in the white collar sector, and it has not gone down to that direction. So I feel like it was a step in the right direction that the president actually hosted these people. The dignity in their name that we have kept conversing, we have to remember that this dignity in their name was not as per the proclamation of the president. It was as per the request of this same gentleman that was being hosted. So the president was basically reacting and to what they had actually requested. And one of the things they requested is dignity in their name. So I think that is a step in the right direction. And of course, we also have things that have previously happened with this sector. And I've also, on my way here, I was hearing undertones of that, where we keep making it look like people of this sector belong to a particular community, which I think should also be something
the kind of music played at State House yesterday also
yes,
lent to the same argument that
yes,
saying a certain
and the
kind
MPs
of
who
music
attended
from a certain part of this country as well.
The fact that music was played at State House from a certain community does not dissuade the fact that it is wrong to actually make it appear as though people of that sector belong to a particular community. The person who guards my gate where I stay does not necessarily come from that community. And there's no problem with people from the Western region actually being associated with that. But I'm just saying that we can't be able to advance the narrative of boxing communities to different things. In my view, that would be wrong.
And that goes to also State House as well.
That's what I've said.
Even the music they play there.
Unfortunately, most of the time we think that when it has happened in State House, it makes it right. Or when it has happened from a government perspective, it makes it right. My argument is not on the basis of government or lack of it, but I'm just saying that that is actually wrong in terms of boxing communities into different arenas.
The front page of this People Daily talks about State House or